Setting up your fifth wheel for beginners is easy. Just watch how we do it.
In this video, we're going to show you how we set up our fifth wheel for the weekend or the week or the month, however long we choose to stay. And in a future video, we're going to show you how we break it all down.
And that was while we were boondocking.
We're going to show you how we do it, but we are open for suggestions. If you have any thoughts of how we can improve, please leave comments below.
And be sure to click on the link above, because that's where you're going to find a lot of our how-to videos that might be interesting to you. First step that I always want to do is I want to check the level of the trailer side to side. Front to back, I'm not too worried about because we got enough blocks to work with. So I'm always trusting my 2-foot level, always making certain that we're in good shape so I know how much to build up one side or the other. I went ahead and put the level inside. So it looks like we're probably only going to need just square blocks. So we have Anderson blocks and we have square blocks. So let's go ahead and take a look at what those are, but we need to block up that other side so we can get ourselves a little more level. Okay, so let's get out our levelers. Let's go ahead and let's get it set up. So each one of these is an inch thick. So right now, I'm figuring that we're gonna raise this side by 2 inches. Okay, so I'm gonna pull forward. All right, so now we're ready to go ahead and unhook. But before we unhook from the truck, I like to set my blocks underneath my rear jacks and whatever blocks I need under the front jacks, making certain that the dirt is smooth, and let's get that done. Do anything on leveling, we gotta make certain that our JT strong arms, that these are loose. Again, making certain that these are loose. Unlatch the gooseneck. This is a pull right type system. A little different than what most conventional fifth wheels use. I'm going to make certain that I'm in park and that the emergency brake is on. Okay, so now that we have enough clearance with the ball from the pull right system, we can go ahead and move the truck forward. So obviously here's our pup Ginger. And when we're doing setup, we don't have her out running around. There's just too many moving parts. So she pretty much stays in here most of the time until we just about, excuse you, until we just about got everything set up. Right, Ginger? Just a little bit more and we'll get all set up.
Okay, my job is to put the cords away. So I just wrap these up and just stick them right in here. And take this emergency cord, stick it right in here. Easy job.
The next thing that we always like to do is I like to have power. If I have the ability to have power before we start operating the auto leveling system for the jacks and we start moving out the slides, that just saves on the batteries. And right now we're not running any type of solar system here. So we are running off of 2 batteries, and we will be using our generator because right now, if you take a look around, we're pretty much out here in Neverland. There are a few other campers around, but this is a dispersed camping area. Well, we don't need this because we have no water out here except what's in the rig. Now, we are running a 30 amp off of our generator. So we're gonna do a 30 amp to 50 amp conversion. And this here is just our safety measure. It is a portable surge protector. And we run that even if we're running our own generator. So we're gonna need this and this. And of course, our cord. So let's get things hooked up. We have what's called a Lippert auto level system, and at this point everything's chocked, everything's blocked, everything is loosened up. We just got to hit the auto level. We'll turn it on. We hit auto level, and everything now is on its own. So we'll let it do its thing. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes. Okay, so while this is leveling, I also will normally set up the water, but we're out boondocking, and let me show you this over here. And this is how we set up. So right now, what we're wanting to do is that we're dry camping. So we want to make certain that we're set correctly for dry camping. This needs to be down, and both of these are up. So again, white, blue, black, red, and green. So now we're set for dry camping. Now we're just waiting for a signal from the auto level system. If you come real close, we're going to hear it beep here pretty quick. Once it's totally leveled, it will tell us. There it says, level, success. Okay. So the other thing that I do, since I'm standing right here, is I will also go ahead and I will now turn on the propane. So we have the propane. We have two 30-gallon propane tanks. Okay, now it's Laura's turn.
All right, it's my turn now. So whenever the little beeps come on for the auto leveler success, then it's my turn to get my job done. First of all, we take the steps down, of course. Pick up anything that has fallen down. All right. The first thing that I like to do is the living room slide out, because then I can see if anything's fallen down in the main part of the RV. All right, now that the one slide out is out, then I double check to make sure everything is still intact, nothing's fallen down. So let's check it out. First of all, I'm amazed that our Christmas decorations that I put up at the last campsite is still up. I can't believe it. So what I do is I come over here and I check the table, I check the covers that they're closed, that nothing has fallen on the ground. I check behind this slide to make sure that there's nothing there that had fallen down during travel. And now I'm ready for this slide, the kitchen slide, to go up. The last slide I do is the bunkhouse. When I'm setting up, when I'm setting down, it's the first one that comes in. So the first thing I do is I check to make sure that all of our totes are intact, that they haven't fallen down. If so, I pick them up. And now I'm ready for the slide up. So now I'm gonna go around and set everything up. So follow me as I set everything up. I just put things on the bed down here to get them off the floor. So now it's time to put them back on the floor. Now in the kitchen, the first thing I do is untie the chairs and put the chairs in place. And I wrap them up in these long bungee cords so they stay in place. And these always go in a drawer in the bunkhouse. I put the Berkey inside of the sink just to keep it from going anywhere. I'm very picky about it, so I protect it with all these washcloths. Okay, the next most important thing is the dog dish. Now the dog's getting ready to come inside, the most important part. We stash our Keurig underneath the sink so it doesn't go anywhere. And it sits here, right here on the counter. And then I go down here, I get the toaster and put that out. Even if we're boondocking, we're still going to use our coffee and our toast in the morning. Since I'm here in the kitchen, I'm going to make sure I turn on the refrigerator. And since we're going to be boondocking this week, I'm going to turn it to gas. It automatically goes to AC because the generator's on right now, but I'm going to manually put it on gas. There we go. We're set there. Okay, so now we unsnap the doors, get them all ready to go. So this is blocking off that bedroom, but we usually leave this door open. Most of the time this door is open. However, this door I always have shut. The main reason I have this door closed most of the time is because our door is right here. And if there's anybody seeing in, I don't want anybody seeing all of our junk in the in the spare room here. We're gonna undo the bathroom. Undo the shower door. Okay. The only things that I have here is in the shower, I just put the rug in there and a couple things for the counter, the tissue box, and then I have this little tote that holds all of the things that go on the shower shelves. So I put that away. Then this basket stays back here while we're in our camping spot. All right, so now come back here. Now we need to put our wall decoration back up. They ride perfectly fine on the bed, so all I do is just put them right back up. And I have a couple of them that I still need to take off. This is the national parks. Whenever we visit a national park, I scratch off, but we've got a couple of them that we need to scratch off. And then this is the map of the United States that I got as a gift. So whenever we go to a state, we're going to scratch that off as well. And I still need to scratch off one there. So I'll get that done this week. Okay, voila. All right, so because we are boondocking, we need to turn the water pump on. And since we're pretty much set up, I'm going to go ahead and put the awning out as well. Since we are on propane this week, we're gonna have to turn the gas on. So don't want to forget about the gas, otherwise I'm going to take a cold shower. This model RV is the 31 MB. The manufacturer, when we purchased it, we had a dinette, a U-shaped dinette right here. And I'm going to insert some before and after pictures. We took that dinette out and Tony built this desk. So now when I set things up, I'm going to leave the table part of it down, but I'm going to set up our monitors and computers. This foam rubber really stays in place and helps the monitors stay in place during our travel. So we just put these in and they really work. I'm going to turn our server on. Our server is underneath the table. So this is our dinette table. It works. We put foam rubber on each side to keep the server in place, and then we simply just put these foam rubber pieces just right on top here. So we'll turn the server on when we're getting ready to work. Not right now, no. But I also wanted to mention our cabinets. Watch through here. These cabinets Tony built, and we have all of our storage, including these are my new file cabinets, and then these items, some of these things go up on top for my workspace. Plug that in when I'm ready. One lesson I learned is close my laptop top before opening up this cabinet. Ask me how I know this. So be real careful because things tilt as we drive down the road. I had some things fall out of here and onto my laptop, and it wasn't pretty. So I'm gonna let in some light and start working. Well, only a few glasses tipped over. All right, so let's go outside and have a drink. All right, we did it.
That's all there is to it. We hope that you found this video to be very helpful in setting up your fifth wheel for perhaps even the first time.
Be sure to follow our adventures by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell to give you notifications when our next video comes out.
And if you could hit that thumbs up and give us a like, that would just help us grow our channel.